Turn up.
I don't know why I get so high. Wake up tomorrow and my whole day's gone by. Doing what the fuck feels like. Will someone tell me is this real life?
Last night was a movie. I swear last night was a movie. I swear last night was a movie. I swear last night was a movie.
Okay, last night was cinematic. I'm a women addict, it's been established. She pulled my shirt, then ripped the fabric. Woke up shirtless, just in a jacket. Roll a spliff of cabbage, I'm living.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? Jumpin' Chris here. We come back at y'all with another vid. What we have here today, bam, that's right, and these are the Yeezy Qntm no, I'm just kidding. Barium. I knew that. No, but for real, these are the Yeezy Bariums. These came out sometime, I believe, last Saturday. And I saw a lot of people hit. I saw a lot of people take some W's. So shouts to everyone take some W's. This was mainly, I think it was Adidas and a Yeezy Supply, basically exclusive, or that's mainly where you want to get the stock was at. This was all on a splash page. It was no raffle or anything like that. And even with the Yeezy Supply, you know, the little ring of circle death and all that stuff, and it just took forever. I mean, I saw people out there like took like 6 or a couple hours to get these things because the website, they try to, you know, stop all the bodying and all that, so the sale was on hold, the site was crashing. It was just a big mess for these things, man. But hey, I wasn't able to get that W for myself, but even though I saw a lot of people take some W's, so shouts to the homie Two Tight Kicks for let me have these things, because I do want these things, because I do have the original Qntms. This came out on R-Star weekend, if you guys can see, and this is the lifestyle. So apparently there's supposed to be a basketball version of this here, and this is basically where we're gonna get into. It's just mainly is that caging here, right, and all that stuff. But we'll get into that. But just saying that these here, I don't want to call these things the GOAT, but I do like these a little bit better. These are just a little bit darker. That's basically the only thing you guys can see, but still, it's a good colorway, and it's, you know, it's not that expensive right now. The resale is not that crazy, so if you want to get these things, I probably will try to get these things about now, unless you want to risk it. That I think these things will go up in due time, so this is probably the best time to get them if you do want them. Like say, if you guys don't have these, then yeah, it's good to get these things. Go ahead, let's just get into this review real quick, huh? Alright, now let's take a quick little 360 at these things, man. It does look good though, I'm not gonna lie, man. They look good. I think the quality on the shoe is immaculate. I think they executed pretty well. The coloring, you know, it, like I said, I think it's a little not too far off on this, just a little bit of dark, you know, darker. So if you ain't trying to spend that big money on the original ones, this is definitely good to go. Moving on to the toe box, if you guys can see, it's like this rough like type of suede. It's definitely not as like furry and smooth as the originals, but it's, I don't know, it's a little rough. It feels like an outside of a leather or something. Side panels is which is really big about these things here. Like you see this mesh material, and the mesh on the side here, and then on the side it is 3M in between, if you guys can see. And you have this. All right, so on the side panel, as you can see a little of that 3M popping on the side. Check it out, in between the little cages here. I think that's pretty fire. It's not as 3M as this one, I don't think. No, they look like this rubbery plastic kind of piece. I guess this is now the caging here, if you guys see, has a little spiral designs. It looks pretty dope actually, and it's like this translucent TPU material. It's like rubbery and like or so, but I think this looks pretty phenomenal, and it holds the side up very well. And unlike how the other ones, I'll just keep on comparing to that this is like how it is for the basketball. So it has this little plastic, and I think this is how the Qntm is gonna start coming out now, with this type of caging and materials right here like that. And then moving on to the heels, here is like this like whole heel cover here is very like not I don't think this thing hold any support. It's like neoprene material, and it's basically the same how it is on the tongue. So we'll just move to the tongue, and it's all in one piece. It's not really a tongue per se, because it's all, I feel like it's all like a whole one piece of a shoe, kind of like a booty. And you know, this kind of reminds me of like, you know, like the Jordan 7s, how it is, you know, so on and so forth. And of course you have that round laces, black round laces. And yeah, this is definitely, I can see this is a slip-on shoe for sure, because it's all in one piece. Onto heels here, you got this, like, you know, you guys can see this cover, this like grayish and light to dark gray to light gray, and this thing is 3M. It does pop. So now look at that 3M popping compared to this one. Oh my lord, that's bright in the light. But this one is a little bit more subtle. It's chill, a little sparkle, you know, that little 3M popping on the heels here, as you guys can see, and on the siding, on the hairs. But look at this one on the this is just sometimes just too much, and it was a little inconsistent. I remember it was a little inconsistent for those. I mean, some people had some good pairs, some people had some bad pairs, but these here, they good to go. And check out the outsole here. It's like this translucent outsole, and you guys can see it's like the boost that's kind of popping through here. And put on to the insole, you got that black insole with your Adidas Yeezy inside the insole. And then if you come out, oh, you don't see the Yeezy or the boost popping through, so that's okay. It does have a clear outsole. You guys already know this will get yellow, so make sure you guys get on the drip grip, you know, these sheets here. Check out all the links will be in the description below. Use my discount code, save you a little bit of money, Jumperman10. Put on here, protect the soles here, no slippage, no tearage. It's good to go. The best sole protector on the market. So there you guys have it. These are the Yeezy Barium Qntm things. And like I said, I think they're cool, man. I'm glad to have this in my collection. I will be rocking these pretty much often, because I feel like, you know, it's definitely wearable. I would probably have to wait till at least fall, just because this colorway is like this olive type of like rock color, you know what I mean? Like it's definitely how Yeezy you know, how most of their colors are, is like this earth tone colorway and stuff. And you know, hey, that's kind of like my style anyways. But like I said, I think this is definitely more of a fall shoe, just because it's how much of a high top it is too as well. I'm not sure I'm gonna be rocking these with shorts anytime soon, just because, and plus it's a little heavy, you know, it's kind of big and bulky. But other than that, I think it's a great shoe. It looks really good. It looks phenomenal. All right, now a lot of people want to know about reselling these things, man. The resale, they definitely tanked on these things as of right now. I'm seeing prices around like $315, $320, depending on sizes, of course. Some shoes was even $3 if it was got one of the smaller sizes. Big sizes, I think, are still doing pretty decent. But then again, like when these things first day of release, these things were at like $450, $400, and that's when I was telling you guys, if you can get that price, dude, I would have sold it right then and there, $400 for sure. For these prices now, for like $330, it's, you know, it's decent. It's what these things retail for $250 plus tax. You probably to your door, I think it costs people like what, like $270 or something like that, $270, $280. And by the time you sell for $330, probably make a little bit of profit. If you sell on the apps, you definitely be losing a lot more. So you probably make like $20 or something like that. Definitely not too much money, especially if you spent like all day trying to get these things, like 6 hours. So is it really worth it? Nah, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's just right now, it's just kind of just lunch money. In due time, will these things go up? I think they'll go up a little bit, you know. I still see this price range, you know, in a couple months, probably. We might see that $350, you know. I don't think these things, well, they might hit $400. I mean, you guys gotta think. Remember when the original Qntms came out? These things were a super rare shoe. It was hard to get. You basically had to be in the city of Chicago to get these things, just because how rare it was. And yeah, and they gave out, like, weren't they giving out in like, you know, like in tanks and stuff, giving to people? You had to trade your shoe in. It was a huge publicity stunt. But of course, they did sell in some retail stores and so on and so forth in Chicago only during All-Star Weekend. But as I was saying, it was still a pretty freaking rare shoe. So yeah, and these things are only going for, I think I saw prices went back up. They're like $750 or something like that. So for these here, and they made a lot more pairs. This was probably the pair of Qntms that finally came out to the public, as I was saying. So yeah, man, I mean, there's still a little bit of lunch money to be made. And you know, if you're, as a buyer, if you want to buy it, I say this is the time to buy it now. Will these things can go up though? You know, they have potential to go up. It just all kind of depends. But to be honest, man, just rock them. Just rock them. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications for when I do drop vids. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media at DrummerChris on IG. Sometimes I'm on Twitter. And don't forget Snapchat. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm DrummerChris. Peace.